2014 presents a lot of exciting opportunities and challenges for Bowie Productions, and for myself, and I'm sure a lot of you out there in YouTube land. So let's hear about it. How's your 2014 going? Things have been okay so far, and happy to say that Blockbuster 3 is coming along. I'm very close to announcing a release date and different things revolving around that. But until then, I've been pretty quiet about it. That doesn't mean I don't have other things in the works. It doesn't mean that I haven't been creating, but that's been kind of the underlying theme of this year to this point. And I guess sometimes I just get a little impatient, wondering where things are going and, why and how and all that stuff. Logistically, I get tied up in, well, how is this going to happen? I just don't get it. But, sometimes there's a time for that, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's good to just enjoy the ride and just appreciate how you got there, because at the end of the day, time marches on, and it'll leave you in the dust whether you're ready for it or not. When it comes to the prospect of change, there was a time not too long ago when I was determined I was never going to change. I was going to hold on to everything I ever did. I was going to, just be the same person for as long as I could be, And even then, it's not that I necessarily gave up that way of thinking, but life kind of made me give up that way of thinking. And don't be too hard on yourself if you fall behind in your journey to improve, but also, just keep trying. That's what I learned in 2012 and 2013, kind of got back on my feet. And now I'm faced with this year and kind of what is going to go on going forward. Am I going to try to be more like the driven, motivated, determined person I was in 2012? Am I going to be more like I was in 13, which was more kind of, not back to myself, but just kind of, I'm trying to break out of all the stereotypes I might have set for myself, whether it's mature, immature, hardworking, lazy, whatever I thought of myself doesn't matter, because going forward, I have to redefine myself. We all do, constantly. That doesn't mean you tell everybody about it. Doesn't mean necessarily that people notice. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I feel like I'm constantly reinventing, redefining myself, even if it's just on a very small basis and nobody can see it but me. And that's what keeps life interesting, to me anyway. This idea that change is going to happen whether you're ready for it or not. Because, yeah, I could do the same thing every day. I could eat the same thing, dress the same way, do everything exactly the same every day. But you know what? At some point, something's going to happen, and I'm going to have to change. So is anybody. It's kind of scary to look at it that way, but it's also realistic. You can hide in your little bubble, and you can do the same thing every day and just hope, nothing's going to change. But it's those people who understand what change is really about that I admire. People that can kind of sense that a change is needed maybe weeks or months before it even happens, and they're just ready for it, I've had some friends that, they would move far away, and they would, go to different colleges, try different things, and to me, I was like, oh my God, I'd be way too scared to even think of doing that. But you know what? I love that about them, and I love that about some people I know, that they're just whatever, when it comes to change, they want it. And sometimes it doesn't work out, and they come back kind of feeling worse than when they left, but they still keep going. And, that to me is somewhere I still need to get to. I'm still attached to this place. All my videos take place at the same house. Everything I do, even now, still retains kind of a similarity to it. I've tried to mix it up here and there, but it's not enough, honestly. And a change is coming for me too. A change is coming for a lot of people, whether they realize it or not. Might be a good change, might not be. That's the thing that I find anyway. The more you complain about stuff, and this is just me personally, the more that you kind of just wallow in it and say, oh, why did this happen to me? What am I going to do about this? The more you do that, the deeper you get in a hole. Because now, not only is there a problem, but now you're dragging yourself down. You're telling yourself you can't handle it. You're, giving off the vibe to other people that, this is just somebody that can't handle this. And you're just dragging yourself down for no other reason. And eventually you're still going to have to make the change anyway. The point is, 2013 is in the past, but that doesn't mean that I've forgotten the lessons I learned then. Just like 2012, before that went away. And there's no way I'm going to forget what I learned that year. So 2014, at one point or another, it's going to have its own lessons to learn. I've already started to see that, and hopefully going forward, I am continuously receptive of that message, and, just letting everybody know, not trying to give everyone this deep, ominous warning. I'm still pretty excited for what this year has to bring, whether there are a lot of changes or not. Just staying on my toes, and hope everybody's doing well in YouTube land. I look forward to reading your comments, so let me know what you think about this year, about anything I said, about whatever you think. So, I'll be back much sooner this time. I've been a little bit off when it comes to the videos. I'm going to start posting more footage from Christmas 2013. That's, there's still quite a bit to say about that. And then I'm going to start moving forward with Blockbuster 3 and the new plans I have for the new year. So, have a great month, great week, whatever. I will be back very soon. And later.